The red circles inside the target, they're blurry for me from here.
Oh, they're not red circles.
What do you mean?
It's black and yellow.
No, the black and then the red and then the black.
Looks like yellow.
No. Oh, so there's a little bit of red. They're supposed to be red. You can see the red faded right there. Not totally blind yet. Today's January 26th. We're getting down to the wire here. A couple days left of bow season. We got a northwest wind today. There were a couple of does there this morning. There's some good tracks all over the place, so I know they're moving through there. See if they actually move through during daylight when we're there. We got a stand already in place. Aaron's gonna either go above me or in a tree next to me and film. He can get a shot, that even better. So if we could both get one, that would be great. Let's go try and stick something with an arrow.
Just had four does come running right past us, and thought we were gonna get lucky, and I thought they were gonna come close, but they stayed out in the field a little bit too far away, so I don't know what we'll do there. Maybe they'll come back. Maybe we'll move and get closer to them. I don't know. We'll see.
So we kind of left you guys a little high and dry there. So what ended up happening, on his first shot, he shot at that doe, and it sounded like he took a 2x4 and smacked the tree with it. I had no idea what was going on because I was a good 10, 15 yards behind where Chris was sitting. Well, we ended up getting down, and we checked for blood just to make sure, but we came back, replayed the footage, and he shot about 5 feet under that doe. And what I found out was that he had a drop-away rest. The previous bow shop that installed it never installed a stop knot on it. And the knot itself that was actually tied into the string was already relatively loose. You could take it and you could just run it up and down the string. So when he drew back the string for the rest, it just slid up his string, so his rest didn't fully come up as high as it should. So then it was about a 1/4 inch low of where it should have been, which at 30 yards was roughly a shot. Ended up putting his arrow 5 feet low. So we ended up going to the bow shop. He got all new rest because it had an arrow trap on it, and it ended up actually breaking the arrow trap. When he shot low, his arrow hit it, ripped the fletchings off, and broke it. And that's what the loud noise was from the shot, was his arrow actually breaking the rest. But now we put a new Q80 on it. He ended up getting new arrows. So we're just gonna mess with his sight, get that thing all dialed back in, put a new sight tape on, have him shoot a little while, and then we're gonna go back out tonight. We just got back from the archery shop, and so you can get a big vantage point going up on this road along his house. Let's go up this road and just see if we can see into those woods or see into the corn before we go walking in there. See if we can find anything bedded or deer feeding in the corn. And sure enough, wouldn't you know it, we get up on top of this hill and I look right in those woods, and there's 3 does, maybe 4 bedded on the south side of this ridge, and we have a north wind. There's not really any way for us to be able to put a stock on them because the wind is only 4 or 5 miles an hour and the snow is super loud. We're assuming that these deer are going to get up to go feed at night, and there's a pretty beat down trail running along the edge of the woods, running north and south, which I'm assuming these deer are going to come from, work their way into the wind, into this corn. So we might try to just slip in there and thread the needle and see if we can have something come walk on by. But we're sitting on the road, and they're sitting back in these woods way back here, probably 300-400 yards from this road. But we're gonna try to figure out a game plan and see if we can get in there on them. Looks like that's going to be a wrap for the 2023-2024 hunting season. It was an absolute blast. It went by super quick like it usually always does. We made a lot of mistakes this year, and that's just part of hunting. I mean, it's just going to happen. It doesn't matter how long you've been hunting or how many times you've gone out and practiced. You're going to miss. You're going to pull shots. You're going to sit on the wrong wind, sit the wrong stand. It's just going to happen. But if you can just keep using those lessons that you've learned throughout the years and apply them to your future hunts and future years. These last couple days, Chris and I were out trying to just finish off some leftover tags that we had, and we just weren't able to capitalize on it. We ended up hunting a property that he's got right next to his house that's got some standing corn. There was a bunch of deer out there feeding. That first night we seen 16 deer. He was able to get a shot off on a doe at roughly 30 yards, but his rest blew up and it just wasn't installed correctly, so that slip knot slid up his string when he drew, and unfortunately, you know, he missed the deer, shot 5 feet low. Overall, it was a great hunt. Like I said, just a phenomenal season to get out there. And it's not always about, you know, shooting big bucks or shooting piles of birds. I think people need to kind of tone it back in to hunting and realize that just being able to go out and enjoy the outdoors with your friends, your family, or even just going out by yourself and just simply admiring the outdoors is what we need to start kind of honing back in on as a hunter and as an outdoorsman. With that being said, we got a bunch of future plans for this spring. If you're into turkey hunting or have any interest in turkey hunting, we have a lot of stuff planned for this spring. We're going to be traveling around to a bunch of different states with a bunch of different people trying to chase some thunder chickens. So make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can follow us along this spring. I greatly appreciate every one of you for watching, leaving comments, liking the videos. It helps us out greatly, and we're looking forward to this spring and all the content that we're going to be able to create this spring. But I appreciate you guys staying through on this season. I hope you guys had some better luck than we had. But that's going to wrap up the 2023-2024 season. On to bigger and better things. 2024 spring turkey season is going to get here soon. We'll see you guys in the woods then.